So I thought my base just despawned, but it looks like someone dropped in from the top and like took control over it. I can't get through the door. There was a hole in the roof. Okay, so I logged into the world. I'm like, oh no, my stuff isn't showing up. It must have deleted itself. Then I logged into the world. I'm like, hopefully the GPS is there and I can go back to here and I might have to do it all over again, but at least, be still where I was and know where all of my ores are and everything and make it a quicker, easier start. Then I get close to here, like 2 or 3 kilometers, and I see that the base pops in. I'm like, okay, interesting. And I was kind of happy because I'm like, oh yay, I get, it's still here. I just for some reason despawned. Maybe something went wrong. Maybe it ran out of power or something. So I go to get in and I'm like, access denied. Check what faction I'm in. I'm still in my faction. So I try to go to the keypad and I couldn't, I can't access it. So I float to the top because I'm like, I was going to cut myself in anyways. And there was a hole here. I'm like, okay. And the survival kit's off. And I'm just like, all right, I'm going to start recording. And yeah, that's where we are. So I guess my base was stolen. It's probably normal. So I got hydrogen. Who's this? Ultimate Voxel? Dude, you just go around? Oh my gosh. Oh, and I bet they turned off the survival kit so I wouldn't be able to spawn. How rude. Okay. I guess I kind of did that to myself by kind of just announcing where I was. All right, that's okay. First thing to do is to regain access to my survival kit. Changes my owner back to me. Oh, does that mean I gotta grind everything? Oh, that's lame. Dang, they went and just meticulously went through everything and kind of was like, yeah, this is mine now, actually. That's okay. It will be back to mine in no time. I just don't know, like, where they would spawn if they just kind of pop back in here. The name is Ultimate Voxel, I see. And with the completion of this air event, Ultimate Voxel, I banish you from this base. How rude. Unless you're purchasing ice, then, well, you're no longer banished. I mean, profit over everything else, right? Let us detach, and we're gonna go find out if they hurt our little ice base. I'm imagining if they were clever, they would have done all that and then hid away in their survival vehicle or whatever had their survival kit. If I came back and did exactly what I just did, they could spawn somewhere else. Darn pirates. Yeah, well, now I have to see if the Ultimate Voxel touched my ice base. Okay, I still see solar panels, which is good. I mean, it didn't despawn, which I was also worried about, which is part of the reason I was here. Just to check out, see if my stuff disappeared. For a moment they had me there. I was just like, dang, I was gone for just a week. I hadn't logged in for a week and all my stuff was gone. Woo. Nope, still mine. Ha, you don't get my battery or my base. All right, let's grab some magnesium. We had a little bit. Wait, there's iron on here? You mean I've been traveling all that distance for iron and there was iron 120 meters below the magnesium? It was a good thing I checked out all the ores, because if there's iron back there, you know what, I don't need iron right now. I have a lot of iron. Oh yes, we're going to make a lot of ammo. Because if I'm going to be gone for, a week at a time sometimes, I take long naps, okay? The ice bear needs to sleep. Man, I wish I could just set the turrets to target a particular player who's logged in. I don't know if that'd be considered griefing, because I'm not upset by it. It's just, it was neat. Like, that's an experience that I'm looking for on public servers, because that's just, how it is. There's people out there that mess with stuff. And I think that's pretty cool. It's inspiring different design. Like, I had no need for weapons until now. So we can choose between the vanilla, not the vanilla, but like the old Gatling turret and missile turret, which kind of, I don't like them. We got rocket launchers. I think those need uranium in the missiles. We could put a railgun on it. That'll make short work of them. Oh, that might just put a hole in them. There we go. So we'll have interior turret. I'll build this one up and I can find out what it takes to make. So regardless, the interior turret, one interior turret's at least go in there. You'll be able to see it, unfortunately, but maybe it will work as like a what do you call that? Make you not want to go in. Deterrent. Like, make you not want to try it. I think that's a good spot for the autocannon. Just because it's recessed on the design for this. And since I tend to park facing that way, it'll be available to shoot that way. We could build the assault cannon, or is it the artillery? Wait, which one can I build the ammo for? What is this one? Tell me what you are. Autocannon. Okay, so I can build the auto. Definitely that one. All right, big thickums up here. It's gonna deal with everything else. And we'll put a couple interior turrets. Just kind of sitting around. Why not right here? You know. All right, so this one's properly flipped around. I'm gonna turn it around and disable idle movement. See if that helps. I don't know if I'll be able to control it from right here though. All right, well, where's our silver rock? Okay, let's go to the silver rock because we're gonna need the silver for thrusters and other stuff, and as well as we don't have enough silver to make. I was gonna make something, but it required silver. Oh, for the nicer tools. So yeah, we'll go over there, and I might actually go to that gold rock on the surface just because I could use some gold. Man, I almost timed that perfect. So I went to the restroom, just pushed it at 10 meters a second. And I'm literally here. That's awesome. And then I was almost inactive for a minute. And it would have disconnected me. Oh, that's good. Because that would have really sucked if it disconnected me. Because then I would have lost this ship. Because I still haven't put an antenna on it. Alright, yep. Still haven't put an antenna. Alright, let's grab some silver. And we'll head back with like a good load of silver. And I'm going to try to look for the other ore that's probably in here. I'm hoping it's gold. Alright. Well, I can't drop the ore detector because I need to mine into the rock. So I wonder if I right-click, if there's enough space for it. Now, it looks like it's a little high. I can, like, every time I go, push down. That seems to be working. It's not like the most, I guess, it's probably not the best way to do this, but I want to get into it, see if I can't find some other ore that might exist on this rock. I'm going to punch right through it, see how long that takes. Okay, so I have this really cool pattern going where I kind of just pushed and it was drilling really good for a second. And then I had to alt-tab because I watched videos on the side when I do stuff like this. And I kind of messed it up, but it looks like I got back into that groove. There's silver. I think there's a second silver deposit on this rock. Yeah, because that doesn't line up with the silver rock beacon. So this might just be like a silver rock, which I'm okay with. Oh, and just as I say, we've been going at this for a little while. I pop out on the other side. All right, so that's silver, like through and through, quite literally. We could try that other rock up there, but we're going to try the next rock in front of us, only because it's just more convenient. Alright, actually, it has a little cave here, so let's pop into that. Give our detector... Oh! The ultimate voxel was here! How did I miss him? Okay. Let me head back to my base. I didn't know they connected. Oh, what timing! None of the guns are ready, though. Because I'm out here getting silver instead of, you know, building up my defenses. He's gonna be like, oh, is that person here? The one I stole the base from? Oh, what? No. Was I deleting it the whole time? Because I got a bunch of stone? Ah, drat. I don't know why I slowly turn. I could just, like, snap the ship over and use our big thruster to accelerate us, but... That's fine. We'll probably flip and burn because we're gonna go 100 meters per second as close as we can. About 1 kilometer is needed to slow down with the large thruster. All right, those of you who don't like spinning things, look away. We're going to flip in 3, 2, 1, and slow down. All right. A little bit less than 1 kilometer is actually needed. Interesting. Alright, that all still looks there. So, they didn't destroy it. No, I don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe they weren't around. Oh, I left that door open. I don't recall leaving the door open, but I might have. Well, they're still active on the server, so maybe they're here? Maybe they're not. I have no idea. Seems like everything still belongs to me, yeah? Yeah, just the only stuff I can't access just isn't done. Okay. I guess for whatever reason they didn't come. Alright. Now right before I go to to that rock and leave our little base alone, I'm gonna see what these take. What do you shoot? You can't do that one. You can do that one. So you can do that one. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. So which one of these does more damage? I'm going to assume the one that weighs more. So MR50A. All right, 789. Just to make a nice little progression, I guess. I don't know. All right, so that has ammo, should it need it. And should we need to attack something, we kind of have to roll over to the side to use it, but that's fine. It's really just meant to be something pointing that way when I'm plugged into the base. But having it around while oh, hey, I forgot about you. Got a lot of interior turrets to keep track of. There we go. Hopefully we can deal with whoever comes by. Alright, let's close all the doors. Gold is 21 kilometers away. So I will see you back in 4 minutes. Alright, we're about a kilometer away. We're gonna go ahead and slow down. I didn't really think about gravity in this case, so I gotta be careful. Alright. So I'm thinking the gold rock, it says gold rock below, so I'm thinking I was over it when I marked it. I don't recall. But that's okay, we can slow down onto it. And I'm not sure if rocks despawn, so we might have kind of messed with it here. Oh nope, there's a gold rock, or there's a rock below. No readings on it yet. Ice, good, good. Gold, there's gold in them there rocks. And ice. There's 3 things? Oh, there's also ice. Okay, good to know, good to know. Good ore detector. Detecting all that ice in that rock. There we go. Oh yeah, this thing's just covered in gold. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I just gotta be careful not to overindulge. So look, can I do this for drill? Okay. Gotta make sure we get a nice healthy amount of gold. Well, that might be interesting. Doing some like a playthrough with like only single-purpose vehicles, because I notice a lot of people, myself included, kind of just lump everything into one vehicle. It's like, okay, well, let's just shove like in this case, a gun on it. I don't know. That sounds a little convoluted. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure the drills aren't full. The drills are pretty close to full, so I probably deleted a little bit of gold there. That's okay. We have a lot. Alright, and let's just do a little bit of flying here and see if we see any other things that aren't ice, and then we'll head back up home. Because I don't know how frequent rocks occur on this moon. I'm imagining it's not very frequent. Never mind, there's a rock. What do you got? Please be silicon. Please be silicon, please be silicon. I don't know, I'm not close enough. Oh, there's ice. Every time I see that that little marker, I'm like, ooh, uranium. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm gonna mark this, but you're not gonna see that I marked it and where I marked it. All right, it's marked. I'm gonna dump some ice because uranium is very valuable and going to be very useful for weapons as well. I know the Ice Baron dumping ice is blasphemy, but at the same time, I do not need as much ice. I have a lot of ice, for I am the Ice Baron. So if I just take this ice and just chuck it, that's okay. Aha, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for needing to build the weapons. And I got lucky that this voxel person attacked my base. Because then I came across uranium, the most valuable of elements. Oh, there's another one. Alright, what are you, my friendly rock? Gotta use that big thruster because we do not have enough thrust for this. Oh, 19 kilometers to a pirate beacon. We'll be careful. We are carrying precious cargo. That's iron. I mean, nah. I don't even need, you know what? I'm going to mark it just so I don't forget it. Because I'm going to be like, oh, a rock. Oh, never mind. I suppose I could look at the grid mass when I do that, but the grid mass and the hydrogen is still blocked by my microphone. I have to figure out a better place to put it. Also, I have to, what I was going to do before, instead of recording this, I was going to replace the USB cable because that's all messed up, and then I'm going to replace the USB jack again because I think the other cable I had wax or something in it. It might have been the, what do you call it? So I used to have this USB hub that sucked. It would overheat all the time, but the way my computer was laid out in my dorm, like, I couldn't get my USB over there, and I didn't have enough money to, like, afford getting USB extensions. But I had a USB hub that could get close enough. So it was really close, but it would always just, like, I don't understand how a USB hub just would overheat, because it's not doing a ton. But even if it was sitting without anything connected to it, it would still, like, it would go into this overheat state where basically USB would get power, but no data would go through. So, like, if you just let it sit for a while, you could plug it in and there'd be nothing. Like, it wouldn't be doing anything. I'd be like, okay. You know, it was annoying. So after that, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get my USB hub and try to cool it. So I stuck a little heatsink on it, and I just tried to hopefully let it cool itself. It didn't work. So I'm like, you know what? I have this candle. About that time, I learned that sometimes they put wax with electronics as kind of like a phase change cooling, I guess. It's pretty cool. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stick some wax in there. Well, the wax worked. However, like, over the years, the wax would heat up, you know, and just be like just enough that the USB hub wouldn't just stop working. And over time, it kind of seeped out, and it seeped out into that USB cable. And then I used the same USB cable on my microphone because it's the longest one I have. And it's the longest one I have that doesn't get all screwy at the end. Because other USB cables, I would plug them in and I would get this like weird kind of distorted effect to my audio. I'm like, how am I getting distortion? It's digital data. I don't get it. Either way, I plugged in this USB cable, or that USB cable. It worked just fine for a long time. Then the pins got all messed up in it. Tried bending them back, but no. So I'm like, okay, well, I switched to this USB cable because I can buy a USB extension cable now because they're like $20, and plugged it in, and then it works just fine. But also, I think there's some wax still in the connector, because this would be the second time I replaced the connector, because the first time I had to replace it because for pretty much the same thing. It was worn out. You know, I use this microphone a lot, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll replace it, and then we'll hope that works with that cable. It did for a little bit, even though it was still kind of shoddy because the cable's pins were bent long before then. So I just dealt with it, and yeah, here we are. So here we are. I'm going to replace that. I'm going to build myself a long cable. I got 2 ends, and I want to try something out. Hopefully that becomes a video. We'll see. It's not like, oh yeah, you're just putting a USB cable together. That's cool, I guess. It's not really. There's a twist to it. There's something special going on there, and I just wanted to see if it even worked, and to see if we got any better signal quality through it. But I have no way of testing signal quality. I can make yield modules now. I just realized that. So that'll get going. We'll get some refinery yield modules on there. We armed the base. I think this is a pretty good end for today. I'm going to take the MR50 ammo that is in the assembler. There's only 2 more. That's fine, because we'll need to get some more magnesium before or after next time. We'll do 6 in you. Oh, sorry. one in you. And why not one in one of these? There we go. We'll see how well our voxel friend deals with this mini turrets. 17 superconductors, that's okay, because that means we have one. Almost two. Oh, sweet, we have 2 speed modules, and we're just missing a yield module. Sweet, so we should be getting just a little bit more gold from each gold we get there. Let's look at it, actually, we can see it. Alright, so we have those. So we have 300% productivity. 119% effectiveness, so it's a lot faster, it's a little bit better, and it is not very power efficient, but I don't care about power efficiency right now, because if I'm reading this right, I should be fine for power. Well, I'm not reading anything. If I'm thinking this right, I guess. I should probably put a speed module on the assembler, that'd be nice. Because what is it, speed and power efficiency? Yeah, let's pop a speed module onto the assembler. Just so we can get more stuff done with it, because it's kind of slow. It'd be nice to flip to the gold and just get like a ridiculous amount of... the gold. Hey, Bodie McBoatface? I love that name. That's a great... You should do like Player McPlayerface. It's probably a very long name. We're back to sleep. We did a lot today. Here, let me just review what we did today. Alright, we retook the base, we built some defenses, we upgraded the refinery, we found uranium and other materials that we need. Oh, we gathered gold, we found uranium, and we discovered that this rock has 2 ores. And yeah, wasn't a ton. It was a lot of stuff, but it wasn't an absolute ton of stuff. But the biggest thing to me is that we got our base back. And then we have something to defend it, so next time no one just kind of walks in here and goes yoink. Alright, until next time, Ice Baron sleeps.